Minnesotans gathered in front of their television sets to watch President Obama's announcement with regards to Osama bin Laden. KARE 11's Scott Soroka has more on what is the biggest news on terrorism since the September 11th attacks.
The death of bin Laden marks the most significant achievement to date.
This night would prove to be different than the rest.
They took care to avoid civilian casualties.
President Obama announcing almost suddenly the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks was killed by U.S. forces in Pakistan.
Never imagined this day happening.
We've all been waiting 9 years for this. Too many people died for it. I've got friends that are over in Pakistan right now.
I think as a country we definitely need it.
Persian Gulf War veteran Chris Foster is happy the American public will remember the soldiers still in the Middle East.
Now all of a sudden it surprised everybody. It's like, oh yes, oh my gosh, you know. I almost forgot about him. Forgot that we were still there.
The Star Tribune held the presses, then added an extra one.
We haven't added a press as long as I can remember for something this big, you know, so this is pretty huge.
Huge, like the headline.
That's as big as I've ever seen it on a newspaper.
You have a few headlines that really stand out. This is definitely one of them.
They printed an extra 30,000 copies of this edition. There is a sense of pride here that goes beyond the printed word.
It just didn't even dawn on me that this might be it.
Tony Simmons, a native of New York City, had some trouble finding the word.
It's a moment of just a lot of reflection, sadness, but again, ultimately it's just about justice.
Scott Soroka, KARE 11 News.